Hello, I know I'm very close. I'm sitting way back there, at least for the beginning of this, and I need to wait up close to my computer to hit go live over on Instagram. Oh my gosh, I forgot to get a drink. One moment, please. I'm here. Hello, everybody. Hello. All right, welcome back. Sorry, it's been a while. You're gonna come closer. I just needed to show you, in case you didn't watch it yesterday, I got a new cutting mat that I want to show off. It's been a while. I'm glad to be back. Hello, I can't see you saying hello because I'm too far away. I was cutting fabric. Oh God. So I have to get things out of my pockets. I'm back. Hopefully it's a regularly scheduled programming. I was gone for the last almost month. I was here last week, but I was gone for 3 weeks. And it was work, vacation, work, and then I took a week off just to kind of like come back to the world of the living. I don't know. Usually work doesn't take it out of me. I think just being gone that long. I had to go back to Bakersfield last week. My uncle unfortunately passed away, so I had to go back to a funeral. And so that was Wednesday. It just with that in the middle of the week, we went out of town last weekend. It was just a crazy week. So I did a lot of nothing. I slept on the couch a lot to just kind of like recoup. And I'm back. I was cutting fabric today. We did an unboxing yesterday. And yeah, so I'm excited to be back. Recap what has happened in the last 3 weeks. This is going to be old school Adam So Fun all over the place, so it should be fun. But first thing I want to talk about, so I can move you closer, is my new So Tights cutting mat. So Tights, Houston of last year, I think it was Houston when they first showed it, came out with a new cutting mat. Bigger, still magnetic, their cutting system and everything. So it's still the So Tight magnetic cutting system. If you have one, you probably have one that looks something like this. And so it's a regular cutting mat, but it's magnetic. So those are all my So Tight magnets on it. And this one was 20 by 24. Yeah, 20 by 24. And people wanted a bigger one. Basically, So Tights wasn't sure how it was going to do. It did really great. People wanted a bigger one, so they came out with a bigger one. And so last year, people were pre-ordering it. So there were people in like Houston of last year that were just putting the order in, and they just started shipping out last week. And so I got mine on Friday, but we left town. So I have to show you the box. I'm going to show you 2 boxes because they package it really nice, which is why you're so far away. So this is the first. It's so big. It's funny because like I see it in the camera and I'm like, holy crap, this is a huge box. So this is the first box. This is the outer box that the inner box came in. Oops. So then this is like the box you would see in a store. Ow, it's getting stuck on this. And I guess I didn't realize how big it was. I just assumed it was going to be 24 by 36 because that's what most mats are. No, it's 24 by 42. It is huge. Like, yes, I mean, I can reach both sides of it. So here's the box. One of the things I really like about So Tights is they package everything really tight. So this is the system. So this came with a ruler, 18 booster magnets, and the mat. But just so you can see, like, it's all styrofoam. All of the booster magnets were in here. Like, everything was just packaged really nice, which I like. Especially a cutting mat that needs to, like, stay flat. Like this cutting mat wasn't going anywhere. And so this box was in the other box. And so then yesterday I did a live and I was unboxing it. You can go watch it if you want. So in the box, we had a new ruler. I'll show you this up close. But an 8.5 by 24. It does have some etched edges that have non-stick. Like I said, I'll show you up close. Here's the mat. It is two-sided, 7 layers, self-healing. Oh my God, it's so heavy. They're so heavy because of the metal core. So there's one side. The other side is light gray. I'm gonna put this back down. And all the magnets stick to it just like the smaller mat. And now I'm gonna bring you close so I'm not yelling. I should just turn around. We're gonna see if my computer dies. La la la, I forgot to charge you. Hello everyone, I'm up close. Now if you're a fan of Sew Tights and you want to get your hands on Sew Tights, I do have an affiliate code. It's ASF10. I don't want to put this on my mat. Of all the coasters in the world, I don't have any over here. One moment, please. I'm using Connecting Threads catalogs. I can't throw away because their pictures are always so nice. Oh my gosh, okay. I feel like I didn't take a breath the whole time. Okay, let me see what's going on. Oh, so let me, let's see, what? Oh, so if you are interested in the Sew Tight stuff, I have some videos on them. But anything Sew Tights, I do have an affiliate code. It's ASF10, like Adam So Fun, ASF10. Excuse me, if you're shopping, sewtights.com, you can save 15%. I get a little something back too. That's what funds the channel. Today I'm drinking a cherry limeade Alani. I got tired all of a sudden. I don't think I've caught up on sleep. Okay, so in the box was the mat, 16 booster magnets. This is a booster magnet. It can be used by itself. I was actually cutting out an apron pattern earlier, so I was using this. Hey, Stephanie. I was using this. Stephanie, do we have any spots left for our retreat? Stephanie's on from Classy Creations, and in 2 weeks, we're doing a retreat. August 4th through 7th, where we will be making a project bag and a pattern and a quilt pattern from Material Girlfriends. And then if you want to, does that say 5 spots? 5 spots, perfect. So there's 5 spots left if you want to come. We're keeping it small. I think we're doing 20 people. And so it's going to be a fun 4 days to get to stitch together. Heather will be there. But then we're also doing long arm classes on the 8th and the 9th. So if you're near Pensacola, you should just come down for the week and spend a week with me. That'd be fun. So booster magnets, these can be held or to hold fabric down and such, but they also, each ruler has magnets in it to magnet to the board, or to the mat, but you can put that booster magnet on, and the magnet plus the magnet makes a stronger magnet. So it's like a booster. But so this is the 8.5 by 24. You can see that they have etched out the extra half line, and this is a non-stick, and then all these little hexes are non-stick. This side has the quarter. So it's a nice cutting ruler, and it's magnetic, and it works with that. And then they also sent me a 6.5 by 12, and this is my favorite size. These are actually my favorite 2 rulers that I have. So depending on what I'm doing, I pull one or the other, depending on what mat I'm using. Same thing, they have the magnets in them, and then the boosters can be added. So love it. I'm very excited. I've been using the big cutting mat this morning because, like I said, I'm cutting out an apron, and it has been fantastic because it's nice and big. This is the first time I've had a mat that's this big. It's 42. Because I feel like everything else is 36. Uh, oh, only a couple long arm spots left too. Okay, I'm gonna zoom up and see what people say. Hi Tammy, hi Shelly, hi Mickey, hi Susan, hi Grant, hi Carrie, hi Chris. March at So Expo, they were showing them. Perfect. I did see that Ozzy Osbourne passed away. Ben let me know. Ozzy, our dog is named after him, and he's real crazy. So I think he still lives on. Are you a box saver? I am a box saver, but I will be throwing this one away. Let's see. I'm excited to come to Pensacola. See you there. Great. Okay. So that's my So Tight stuff. What else do I need to say? There's if you get the emails from Linda's, they're doing deals every day this week. And so I know that some of you were like, I want a code for Linda's Electric Quilting. So if you use ASF10 AP, it's the only one that's different. There's an AP at the end. You get stuff there. I think you save 10%. And it stacks on top of all the stuff that's on sale. So I gotta pull up my camera. Or my camera. Oh, I'm gonna spill that drink. I already know I'm gonna spill that drink. I'm looking at my calendar because I have to remember where I was. So I left home on the 25th of June to set up for BU. So BU is it's Bernina University. It's for Bernina retailers, and it's a place where retailers come to learn about the new products. So Bernina shows off the new things. Some people knew about, some people didn't. And then they do classes on all the new stuff. They show the new classes for the new season. So there's some new classes that we're going to be doing on the machines. We have the new hoop frame, which is like a clamping frame. And do I have a list of all the suppliers that have discount codes? Ooh. I don't have a list of all the suppliers. I have a list of everybody I'm an affiliate to, and I don't even think everyone's on there. If all else fails, just try ASF10. But if you're wanting to, Bridget, if you send me a message, let's see. Connecting Threads, Superior Threads. I'm trying to think of where the discount goes. So Tights, Classy Creations, Linda's, Material Girlfriends, A Bit Orange for digitized stuff, Pro Stitcher for digitized designs. I feel like I'm missing things. I think those are all, is that it? I'll have to look. I think that's it for now. But I'd have to actually think about it. I just kind of, a lot of times I just work out these codes for you guys and then I forget about them. Oh God, that's horrible of me, right? OESD only sometimes. There were chats, there was chatter at BU, but nothing. There's some weird thing because they're a sister company with Bernina and they can't cross any lines with me. So OESD sometimes, not currently. I am coming to some dealer events. Oh, Quilting Connection. Yes, thank you, Chris. Oh my gosh, you guys should make my list. I need to chat GBT it. Okay, so back to BU. So BU is a show for the retailers to come and see the new Bernina products and stuff. AccuQuilt, I don't think, I have a link, but I don't have a discount code. Because a lot of times they said just call Apple Tree in Columbia, Missouri and say Adam told you to call so they could order it and just drop ship it to you. But yeah, so BU was amazing. It was my first BU working EQ only sometimes, but I do have an affiliate link. Chris, you're amazing. Okay, so Bernina University was amazing. I was there working. I was doing setup and everything. My favorite part was that Ben got to come and kind of live this in the quilt world for a bit. He does quilt, so don't get me wrong. He's a really fantastic quilter. I'm using one of his quilts as a tablecloth right now, so I don't scratch the table up. And he got to kind of see that side of my life, which he's never seen other than Australia, and that was just so special. And he was very excited. He left going, hey, can you order this, and this? He bought a pattern system from a retailer that was sitting there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, can you order this for me? I'll just buy it from you. And order this for me so I can buy it from you. And she's like, absolutely. He met some retailer friends I have. He got to meet most of my coworkers. And he got to meet none other than Pam Mashey, the queen of serging, because it's his celebrity. So it was super exciting. Pam is one of the nicest people I've ever met. So I was very excited for him. And then he also got to meet Gail Yellen, who's also a queen of serging. And I don't know. I think he loved it. I think it sparked something. So Bernina University was amazing. That was in Salt Lake. We were working the whole time. So like did I leave Salt Lake downtown? No. Did I leave a 10-mile radius? No. Did I leave like a 2-block radius? No. But I did have a fantastic time. Ben did leave that, and he took some pictures and went out with his camera and then bought a new lens and stuff because we were going on vacation the next week. We actually left right there. So BU is fantastic. And I sat in on some really fantastic classes, doing different things. It was just fun. And I got to meet a lot of the retailers that I'm going to. I will at some point get my schedule up for the end of the year because I'm going to be everywhere. Basically starting in Pensacola every week, I think except for maybe one, I'm somewhere different through like mid-November. So it's going to be a very crazy end of the year, but I'm very much looking forward to it. And I have to say, I love my Bernina educator coworkers. Like all of them have been so great and so helpful. Will you ever come back and teach at Nuttall's? Will I? If they have me, I would love to. Nuttall's is amazing. I love that shop. Actually, I see Betty's on. Betty taught there right before in there. They had a big hoop frame class. And Betty taught, and I heard that it was just a smashing success. So even if you don't get me, all of the educators are super fun, really great. So you're in good hands always around. It's so good to be part of this team like this again. I was telling one of the other educators who left, I'm like, this is what Handy Quilter felt like when I first started with Handy Quilter. Like just the camaraderie and everything. So I don't know, it's been great. So Bernina was fun. So Ben and I flew from there to the high desert of Oregon, where we stayed a week in Sun River, which is just south of Bend. And we met up with his brother and his brother's wife and just got to unplug. I say a week. It was from the 1st to the 6th. They dropped me off on the 6th, and then I went back to work. But that was so much fun. If you are in Sun River, there's a new little like needlepoint. It's not needlepoint. It's a yarn store. Let's say a fiber art store because they had some other stuff. So I bought things. I have to get into my bag. I didn't buy many things while I was gone, but I did buy some things. So I thought I would get these little DIY embroidery kits. Have I done one? No, but I did open it up to look at it and then put it back closed. But they're just like this little hedgehog. So cute. And this is a little raccoon, wrong side. And they're just like 4.5 inches tall. And it says I needed a hoop. That's why I didn't start them. I don't think I need a hoop. Mickey would tell me I could embroider without a hoop. But I do have a hoop. So I bought these. And I like amigurumis. So I bought this amigurumi. Look at how cute. Because at one point when we were in Cleveland, I can't remember if it was Cleveland or if it was Eugene. We had cows all over the house. I think it was Eugene. I don't know. We had these cow paintings, and one of them had hair like this. So we had it in the bathroom, and then it just made us think of a bad hair day. So I bought this. I didn't read right here where it says knitting kit. I don't know how to knit. You know who I could send this to? I have somebody I'm going to send this to. But isn't it cute? I was trying to figure out how I could crochet this. I don't really know. So, but I do have a friend that knits, so I might just send that to her and say, here, make this. But it's so cute. So that's the quilting things I bought. I bought a lot of ice cream when I was gone. I love ice cream. Gelato. We found a gelato place. So that was a week. We raft. I don't want to say raft. We kayaked the Deschutes. We went on a little kayak trip. Oh, Carrie, I didn't even think about how you would love that cow. So we kayaked the Deschutes. It goes like 3 miles an hour. It was the most gorgeous day. Beautiful. You just kind of float. It was just absolutely amazing. So we did that, the four of us. Ben and myself and his sister-in-law Lacey all got sunburnt. His brother Adam did not. So Adam and Lacey went out another day, and that day Ben and I like drove out to Sisters and like did quilting things just to like spend the day. I didn't want to get more sunburnt. Is there anything else in here? Oh, so we're derailing off of quilting things, but still fun stuff. Because we were all together, we were playing board games. And I took some board games to BU in case we had time to play. We never had time to play. And then Ben came in. Oh, there's a lot of BU things in here. I'm looking at my bag. I'm looking at my BU bag. But I put a lot of different stuff in here. So let's talk board games. Oh my gosh, there's so much. Oh, I forgot that from Sun River. I'm a horrible person. Mm-hmm. As I get this whole stack of things out. Okay, also, I don't know if you know this, but I'm like a kid. And I like dorky little kid stuff. So I love dragons. I am that. So I got this little dragon guy. And it's just cardboard. It does not look like that. It looks like this. But I think it was more I liked the shop that we went in. Where is BU next year? It's going to be in New Orleans. They change it every year. So this is that little dragon. It's cute. It'll go somewhere in the sewing room. But I also got the red one. And it has a little overbite. And Barry kind of has a little overbite. So I think it made me think of him. So yeah, I have two little dragons. I got Ben a cactus, so I'll make Ben a cactus, and he will get to put that on his desk at work. I give him things to put on his desk at work. I don't think he does it. But this shop was so cute. I just had to buy things. Okay, so rewinding back to BU. I forgot because Gail was there, and Gail Patrice, she does a lot of serging things. If you don't follow her, you should go follow Gail Patrice Designs. Lots of really great serger tutorials and things. But Ben was like, oh my gosh, did you see she sells a locking fork? So I emailed her and said, hey, Gail, can I order some locking forks? So I got one for me and one for Ben, and we have colors so we know that they won't get lost. And then I also got these thread fusion sets. Now this thing is a thread holder that sits in your serger, but gives you 4 posts. So for one post, I get 4 more. And what she does, she has all these techniques where she's running multiple threads through the loopers. So this is how you can thread those. This is for a smaller machine. Essentially the same thing, but I got the large and the small. So you can run multiple threads through the loopers and get a different look. So she calls it thread fusion. It's really cool. I've seen her do it in some classes and stuff. So I was like, oh, I have a serger now. I got to get that. So got some things from Gail while we were at BU. I also talked to the folks at Wonderfill and Superior. I'm not leaving Superior, but Wonderfill was there, and I needed some thread for my for the long arms. So I said, hey, do you have some thread I can use?
We had a brand I don't like. Not going to say who it is. Just not a fan. I have some, but I just not a fan. Oh my gosh, why am I blanking on her name? Bernadette. Bernadette was there, so I was chatting with her, and she said, "Oh my gosh, we have a new one." What is that fork thing? It's a locking fork. Don't ask me. You use it and you do this, and you pull your threads to do something to lock them. Here, there's a picture. It locks your threads. I don't know how it does it, but it does it. Chris, don't ask me a Serger question. They're still in the package. Okay, so Wonderful has a new thread. I have to say, it looked really nice. It's stitched really beautiful. It's a polymat. So it's a satin polyester thread. It's not a trilobal. It's not like an omni. I'm not sure what it is because I'm trying to think of like what would be similar on the superior side, but they don't have something like that. But you can see that there's no shine to it. So this is an orange. We got an orange one and a red one. I'm trying to, the sun's coming in one way. They're very nice. They stitched really nice, I have to say. I was very impressed. There's a few Wonderful threads that I've never gotten to work. What weight is it? It's a 40 weight. It says it's a 40 weight satin polyester. I don't even know if it's out yet or if they were just showing it there. These were like sample cones. So they were, does it say 600 yard sample cones? And then at the end, I took them off. Better believe I brought them with me. She gave them to me. I asked her. And then she gave me this little long arm Wonderful kit. So sample threads. Let's see. Fabulux. This is a 40 weight 3-ply tri-level poly. Oh, it's Halloween colors. It's just, I think Fabulux is the one that I'm just not a super big fan of. Ultima is their cotton. That's the nice thing. They do have a lot of different kinds. Master Quilter. This is their, Master Quilter is a 40 weight. This would be similar to an Omni, I believe. It's a cottonized poly. And Confetti, which is their double Egyptian cotton, 50 weight. So I was hoping there was some Deco Bob in there. I like Deco Bob. If all of theirs, that's probably one of my favorite. We use a lot of their specialty stuff. Oh, this is because it's the long arm one. We use a lot of their specialty threads, their thicker 12 weight and 28 weight stuff in our quilting classes and stuff, in the Bernina classes. So I was like, I need to do it. Serger or long arm? For the matte stuff, you could use it in the long or in the Serger, I suppose. I don't know why you wouldn't. I don't know the price point. It's not like your typical Serger thread, though, because Serger thread tends to be more like a poly-wrapped polycore. Sarah uses Confetti and loves it. Let's see. I'm going to see something over here. So yeah, it was fun to chat with them. I'm not leaving my Superior stuff. Don't worry. You still get your discounts there. I love my Superior thread. Oh, look. On the count of 3, take a screenshot. This was the wrapper. That did not have 5,000 yards, I'll tell you that. It was a sample. So while we were in Sun River, I haven't even got to the next working part yet. Do they have M bobbins? They do have M bobbins. Wonderful M bobbin is called a Deco Bob. Do I have any Deco Bobs here? I don't. So Superiors are Super Bobs. It's going to be a 60 weight poly with a cardboard core or a cardboard bobbin, so sides. Wonderfield's Deco Bob. They have a plastic bobbin, still M size. They come in different sizes, so you want to get the M for your machines, for your long arms. And it's a Deco Bob, which is an 80 weight poly. So Superiors is a 60, Deco Bob is 80. Interesting enough, you get more thread on a Superior bobbin than you do on a Deco Bob, which drives me nuts. But I think it's because of the bobbin. What's your favorite Superior thread to long arm top and bobbin? My go-to Superior threads are Omni on top, So Fine or Bottom Line in the bobbin. Bobbin, it's always just So Fine or bobbin, So Fine or bottom line. Basically, those are the only two I use. But top, I'll use whatever I want. So my go-to is Omni, but I'll use anything out there. If you want one that does everything, use So Fine, 50 weight. Amazing. So when we were in Sun River, we were playing games when we were with the fam. And one of our new favorite games, this is Flip 7. And this is a like press your luck card game. So dumb. And I don't think, no, one person flipped 7 the whole time. And I kept losing because I wanted to flip 7. And I get there and I not flip it. Basically, the deck is whatever number the card is, that's how many cards are in the deck. So 12 12s, 11 11s, 10 10s. And you get points by the face value of the card. And you can stop at any time. So it's a little like blackjack, like hit me kind of thing. But you go around, it's not one player at a time. So you're going around and everybody's taking their turns. And then if you flip 7, you get bonus points. It was fun. We really enjoyed this. We played this other game called Trio. If you guys like board games, this one is confusing. Once we realized how to play it, I really liked it. We really liked it. I lost every time. I don't know how other people won. People were cheating. But those were 2 of the games that we really enjoyed while we were there. What else did we play? I feel like I had a whole stack, but I don't think those are the ones we played the most. Piles, we played Piles. Sorry. And I like games, but Ben is not as gamey as me. So I've been looking for a game that I could play like solo. And so this is Turing Machine. All the cards are going to go everywhere. If you like logic-y things, check this out. This is so much fun. No, fun is the wrong word. Fun for me, I used to be an accountant. I love logic-y things. And it's all about numbers and trying to solve a puzzle. Crazy. Like it comes with 20 puzzles, but every day I just go onto their Turing Machine info website. Let me pull it up. You go here and then you say like create a game or daily puzzle. And so I've been doing the daily puzzles every morning to like start my brain. It's been they take like 15 minutes depending on how hard they are. And yesterday, because you do it if you're doing a solo and then you say like, did I beat the computer? And it says, well, the computer took this many tries. And if you did it in less tries, then you win. So yesterday demolished the computer because I think I did it in 5 questions and the computer had 9. And today the computer beat me. I knew it. I could have tied, but I didn't. I wanted to check that one last thing. It's a little like Clue. It's I don't know. I like it. I will drop a link to it. It's an Amazon link. If you want to, let's see, copy link. That's not what I want. There we go. Uh-oh. So hold up. What happened? There we are. In case you are interested. It's Trio, Flip 7, and Turing Machine. Instagram, there's no link for you guys. I'm sorry. It can't do links. Wayna, an error occurred. Well, it says it went. Wayna, how are you? All right, so that was all the fun and games. So from there, I went to work. And I was at the Sisters Outdoor Quilt Show. If you've never been there, it's something you should do once in your life. But it is only one day, and it's not even one full day. Like it starts at 8, 7:30, 8 o'clock is when they start hanging quilts. It's over by like 3, maybe 4. It's crazy how much work goes into this thing for just a few hours. And it was very hot. So the week before the Sisters Outdoor Quilt Show, they call it Quilters Affair. And they basically take over a school. They said there was 50 classrooms. I can't believe that. The 50 classrooms of 20 students. So 600 people. There might have. There were a lot of people at lunch. Not even one day. I went once and thought it was longer. No, we were gone, packed up our booth by 3 o'clock. So the week before is Quilters Affair. So I was there to work Quilters Affair. So I got there. We set up a room full of long arms. We had 5 full-size frames and 5 stationary machines. And Lane was teaching. So I was just the helper. I was in the back smiling and like, oh, your thread broke. Let me come fix your machine. Or, oh, you don't pay attention. Let me come fix your machine. It was fantastic. Had so much fun. Lane actually, I brought his panel. I haven't stitched it yet. Ow. So Lane devised this panel for his free motion class just so people had something to stitch on. But I thought, oh my gosh, how much fun. He had actually made the quilt. And then we had an Amanda Murphy background, and everybody was like, oh, I want that backing. What backing is that? I need that backing. It's an Amanda Murphy wide back. And I don't have the selvage, so I don't know what it's called. But like as the helper, I made 20, 40, 60, 80, 60 of those quilt sandwiches. Is that right? Because I made one for every person, and then had to do another 20 for the other class. So I made a lot of quilt sandwiches. So it was so much fun. It was such a great time. Met a lot of students because there wasn't a lot of people who took both classes, because there was one that was offered 3 times and then one that was offered once because one class ended up getting canceled. And it was just such a fun time. I loved my time in Oregon. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It was, like I said, it was a little warm, but I'm used to warm here in Palm Springs. The problem, I can wear shorts here. There I was working, so I had to wear pants. But there's something about being around that many quilters in class that is just like, oh my gosh, we all have the same thing in common. I didn't even see, like, I had friends teaching that I never even saw. I had friends there. Luckily, I got to see most of them. Some of them were in class. The day that the class was canceled, my friend Rita has bought a Q20, a stationary Q20. So she's like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to use it. So I'm like, we're in class and we're doing nothing. Come and let's play. So she came in and I gave her a lesson on her Q20 because I was there. Why not? And a lot of people got to take home machines at a really great deal because they were class models. So it was just so much fun. I possibly might be teaching there next year. I will let you know. The thing with the Quilters Affair, it's Sisters, and Sisters is in the middle of nowhere. Like the closest town is Bend, which is, we'll just round up to a half hour. Redmond's a half hour. So if you want to stay anywhere that's not in town, you're staying 30 minutes away. And you're not on a 4-lane freeway. You're on like a 2-lane highway between the two. So if you get stuck behind a truck, you're going slow. The Sisters, the town itself is super cute. It's definitely worth going. The show's only on Saturday. They have a very good Mexican restaurant. Well, it used to be very good. We used to drive out there for Mexican food because it was the only Mexican food, being from Southern California, that we liked in Oregon. that we found that we liked. So I did that week. I met Bailey, who works up at Save Stores. I was there with Anvil Sewing, who has a shop in Medford and a shop in Bend. But then the guy who owns that also has shops in Eugene, Salem, and one in Washington that I can't remember what the city is. So there was a nice representation of all the shops around, and Bill from Cynthia's Sewing was there, and that's where I got my first long arm. That's where it all started, in Bend, Oregon. So it was nice to see people and see old friends and stuff. I don't know, it was just great. It was like being home, but not really, because I was in Eugene. But I miss Eugene every day, so that was fun. What happened after that? And then we came home. What else is in the bag? Oh, I came home to presents. So I came home to a package, and not many of you know my address, because I don't expect things like this. But I came home to a package. I had a thought, and you know who you are, and thank you. But I came home to a new rotary cutter and some new scissors. And I needed some of these scissors anyway, so this is nice for my appliques that I've just been addicted. Ooh, these feel nice. This is my first time opening them. So the Tula Pink applique scissors and the Tula Pink 44 or 45 millimeter rotary cutter. So that was fun because I saw the package. I go, Ben, did you get me something? And he said, no. I go, I definitely don't think I ordered this. And I'm trying to think, like, did I wake up in the middle of the night and order myself something? And I didn't. And then I sent a text to somebody and said, did you happen to send me a package? And they said, yes. And I'm like, you don't have to do that. Thank you, but you don't have to do that. Oh, I forgot. I did buy one thing because I needed a little more fusible woven. So I bought some fusible woven at Anvil Sewing because Friday night they had, there were some buses. So there was where people, they were from all over. There was somebody from New Zealand. So there's a tour company that you can fly into Portland and you get on a bus, and basically it's like a 3 or 4 day tour, and you do a bunch of Oregon. You end at the quilt show. So they go to different quilt shops in Astoria and all these other places. And Friday night they were going to the quilt shop. So after class on Friday, we had to start breaking down long arms. And so, you know, I'm in there and I'm boxing them up, and everybody's working really fast and hard. And then the shop owner's like, hey, we got a jet. We got to get to the shop. The bus is coming. And the bus was supposed to be there at 5:30. So we got there, last things ready there. And I'm like, what am I doing here? Why am I here? Well, apparently I was there to pour wine. There was a wine station. And we'll get to the wine in a second. So it's wine and mimosas. And so next door to Bernina in Aurora, there's it's not a winery because there's no vineyard, but there's somebody who sells wine. They make their own wine. And the proceeds, some of the proceeds go to help special ed. I think one of the children or something is special ed. I think I might be getting this story all messed up, but we're going to go with it. So apparently the wine's really good. I quit drinking, so I don't know. But they had the wine thing, and it was wines from this winery or this place. And so I said, ooh, it is a tasting room for their own wines. Yeah, let's call it a tasting room. So I'm like, I'll be the wine person. I'll pour the wine. And they're like, great. This is our thoughts, blah, blah. So the first bus gets there. Now, when I say there were people, there was 100 people, just shy. The first bus, I think, had 48, and the second one had 49 or something like that. So we're there, and like all of a sudden this bus gets there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a busload of people, of quilters, that are stopping at the shop. And I'm pouring red wine into every one of the glasses. And I'm thinking, why? I cannot believe you're like, this is what we're doing. And So it was like, what would you like? We have a Cabernet, we have a Merlot, we have a mimosa. Apparently, the pre-made mimosas from Costco, delicious, because that's what people were telling me. So, so everybody comes in and, they start to go to the fabric and then they see wine, go straight to wine. We also had sodas and water for people who didn't drink. And I'm pouring. And there were some followers on the bus. I didn't know, but they would walk in going, Adam, what are you doing here? One lady said, I think I'm in a fever dream. I'm going to Sisters and you're pouring me wine. How did this happen? So it ended up being a really great night. One of the buses came and probably a half hour later, the second bus got there. So it was another rush. And there were some people, I am surprised they made it the next day. Like I just kept refilling them. My favorite, a woman came up, she said, pretend like I didn't come by yet. She's like, I'll try the Merlot. So I gave her some Merlot. And then every time she'd walk by, I'd be like, well, have you tried the Merlot? Can I get you a glass? I should have just gave her a bottle. One woman kept coming back for the mimosa, and then she comes back, she reads the bottle and goes, it's only 6%, everybody drink up. So there was like bottles. I don't know. It was so much fun. There was one spill. There was one spill, but it was on the food table, so it was okay. But yeah, nobody spilled on any of the furniture or the machines or the fabric. Oh, God, excuse me. Because they were shopping. Interesting enough, this shop, Anvil Sewing, bought the old shop, which was So Many Quilts. Is it So Many Quilts? I think So Many Quilts, which is where I bought my Bernina 560 and possibly my 590. I think both of them. Yeah. So it's funny because it's like the new owner, I knew the store before the new owner was there. Just crazy. The way things go. But that was a very fun night. Like I said, I got to see some fans. And then people were like, what, you're famous? And I'm like, no, I'm not famous. I'm just a quilter. I'm just a quilter who likes to quilt. And now that I'm home and I've gotten some sleep, I can start quilting again. Tomorrow, I'm excited. Tomorrow, I'm going to the studio. Last week was just kind of a shit show. And then yesterday, we had 2 service people come out. And then today I had a meeting and then a service person was going to come out. And a service person's coming out tomorrow. But I said, I'm not going to be here. I'll leave the door unlocked and you do what you need to do and then leave. Because I'm going to my studio and I'm going to go quilt a Dream Big on my Bernina Cumatic. And I've had it and I've been wanting to get it done. Excuse me. And I just haven't had time to get over there. So I'm going to spend the day over there getting that done and getting it recorded so I can get it edited and get it uploaded. I have my green quilt that I recorded all of the quilting for. I just need to get that edited. So it's like, boom, get yourself back into gear. I'm just excited. I'm excited to get back to like everything, all the quilting life. Although I just want to embroider, I want to serge, and I want to do it all now. I don't have the time in my life to do that. I'm looking around to see if I forgot anything. That. I did, you all know I want to make a shirt. I did get my shirt pattern out. But I have to find I have muslin somewhere. So I have to try it. I heard this pattern is easy and really goes together quick. And I figure with the serger, I can just do it real fast, right? Yeah. Ben was telling me 2 days ago he wants to make a Prince Charming outfit because for our welcome, because Palm Springs is all, not all, but has our season is the winter, right? That's when everybody comes back because it's too cold. And thank you. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot about something. So So we have a kickoff, like a year kickoff event, and I'm gonna miss it. But this year it's Princes and Princesses Princess Party or something. I don't know. So Ben said he wants to make like a traditional Prince outfit and go, and not like Prince the singer. And he's like, I would have to start tomorrow. I'm like, you have 3 months. It's like November 7th or something. We'll see if he does it. But we have all the equipment. We even have the thread. So, while I was at BU, this goes way back to BU. See, I put on the wrong side of me. This is Cuddle. So this is Shannon Cuddle fabric, but they have a new line of Cuddle. It has a thinner nap. If you were on yesterday, you might have seen this. So a thinner nap than most of the other Cuddle. Still feels just like Cuddle, but less stretch. So they're calling it Quilters Cuddle. Now there is some stretch, but not as much as we're used to. I mean, I would say it's similar to fabric. Yeah, I would say it's similar to fabric. But this was a half yard kind of bundle that I got. I don't know what I'm going to make. I need to make something beautiful and something cuddly. I really just want to sew the pieces together and quilt it because it's so nice. But yeah, so this is their new quilting cuddle, and it's actually called Quilting Cuddle. So keep an eye out for this, especially if you like to use Cuddle. They made the most beautiful quilt. And now by beautiful, it was all just angles and very modern looking, but that's what I like. So to me, it was beautiful. But they made that beautiful quilt out of this, and I just thought it was just so pretty. And I could serge it. I can make it on the serger now, because now I learned how to put the seam guide on. But yeah, so if you see this at your local shop, you have to check it out. If you've ever sewn clothes before, make sure to measure yourself and compare the measurements to the pattern. I haven't, so I will definitely do that. Pattern sizes aren't the same store-bought clothes. I do have like the Singer Ditto, but it's never been out of the box. I'm that person who bought the serger, the person who bought like a long arm and then just like looks at it for 2 years because they don't know how to use it. That's me in clothes. I have a whole shelf full of fabric that I want to make shirts out of, even matching buttons for some of them. So I know how to put a buttonhole in. I just need to get the shirt for the buttonhole. All right. Any questions? Oh my gosh, I feel like I just talked forever. I feel like I'm losing my voice, even though I haven't been talking. I guess I do talk a lot. Even I told Ben, was it yesterday? I said, why am I so weird? He just shakes his head. I don't know. But would you have it any other way? Probably not. I will be back next week, same time. Clothes are technical and quilts are fun. I like it. Although you have more leeway with quilt or with clothes, because if it doesn't fit perfect, I don't care. If that 1/4 inch is off, well, if my 1/4 inch is off, I'm just going to stretch that block a little bit. You know what I mean? Practice your buttonholes on scraps. Oh, I got buttonholes. I don't have to practice those buttonholes. That's one thing I can do. I put the button up to the screen, turn the dial to make it the right size, hit my foot pedal on. I've made a lot of buttonholes. We do them in class. All right, peeps. I'm going to jet if that's it. Thank you for joining me. I've missed you all. I'm so glad to be back. If you are on the Linda's emails, make sure that if it's something that you're like, I have to have that. I think today Fantastico's on sale, which is a variegated tri-level poly. It's a fantastic thread. It's fantastico. But if you are shopping at Linda's, ASF 10 AP will save you 10% even off of those other the discount prices. And then if you're looking at sew tights, the cutting systems or anything, they do have cutting systems for right and left-handers. So if you're left-handy, make sure you're looking at that. But ASF 10 there will save you 15%. Close core patterns as a shirt making course. Oh, I'm going to take a picture of that comment. I have a shirt making course from Craftsy back in the day before it was annoying. Sew tights. ASF 10 is sew tights will save you 15%. ASF 10 is superior threads and connecting threads will save you 10%. And all those other places that we talked about earlier that I can't even think of now. But we'll see you next week, same time, Tuesday at 1. Tune in. Hopefully I'll have some stuff made. I should have a dream big by then. My friend Andy's coming to town on Thursday, so I'm not quilting Thursday or Friday because she's here. The dogs go to the vet. We have to go get our new olive oil. Gosh, there's a lot of stuff I got to do. All right. Love you guys. Mwah. Missed you. So glad to be back with you all. And if you need me, you know how to get a hold of me. Just shoot me a message. I'm always here for you. Bye, guys. Until next time. Hasta la pizza. Bye.